Welcome back to the White Noise Podcast, where this week we find out if a yardstick is really big enough for Gavan.
Wait, what? Welcome back. I'm Gavin, joined by my friend Ethan, and right behind the glass we have Jacob, our sweet little handsome producer. Getting right into it, we're going to be doing a burger joint tier list from American fast food restaurants. Right off the bat, I think Wendy's is probably the best one.
That's a fair assumption, fair opinion you got there. Jacob, if you want to go ahead and read off the list of what we have, and we can rank them depending on quality of the burger.
The ones we just threw out here, we got McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Whataburger, Culver's, In-N-Out, Carl's Jr., Dairy Queen, and Sonic are the ones that we have so far.
Right off the bat, if we're going to buy burger, Sonic sucks. It's the worst goddamn place I've ever been to.
So what are we going, lowest D tier?
Yeah, we can do the lowest D tier.
Okay.
Sonic sucks.
I would agree with that. I don't go to Sonic to get a burger.
Wow, really? Okay.
Do you like Sonic?
I like Sonic burgers. I don't mind them.
Cringe.
Okay, I'll put Sonic in D.
Baconator,
One
of the best damn burgers I've ever made.
I'd have to agree with that, Gavin. You know, Wendy's is a good burger place. Especially
like S tier burger? Is that what we're talking about?
They have like S tier everything except for fries. Their fries
They
suck.
actually just updated their fries.
I know, and they still suck, in my opinion at least.
They're significantly better than what they were before. But we're talking about burgers.
So Wendy's S tier.
Wendy's S tier, and
All right.
This is a very controversial list, Gavin.
Jack in the Box, I mean, like the sourdough Jack at Jack in the Box, it's fire. I have yet to try any other burger from Jack in the Box.
So would you rank it?
Honestly, I'd probably put it in A. It is
A?
pretty damn expensive for that sourdough Jack.
I don't have much knowledge with Jack in the Box burgers, but
I also like Jack in the Box burgers.
They're pretty good.
To be fair, I like burgers in general, so I don't think I'd put any of these lower than like B or C at the lowest.
I would say Jack in the Box is an A tier.
Okay.
It is a little bit on the pricey side.
This is turning into Gavin's list.
yeah. Well,
Jack in the
I agree
Box
with
and A
Wendy's.
tier.
Wendy's is S tier, even above that.
What about McDonald's? What are we thinking? Just burger, Big Mac, whatever you like.
Anything from McDonald's is always a gamble.
I mean, they're not bad. Like, it's not like gross.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing I've ever had.
I'd put it in B.
I mean, it's not the best.
B tier.
Yeah, I would say it's
Depends
like
on what you get.
if I only have like $5, McDonald's is the place I'm going.
I've never had a Big Mac.
It's actually pretty good.
I just get the quarter pounders.
And then Whataburger.
The thing about Whataburger is their chicken is better than their beef.
That is true.
But we're rating their beef.
Like if we're going straight up off the Whataburger, it's trash. The Whataburger's gross. However, the patty melt from Whataburger is amazing.
Is that considered a burger?
I would assume so, considering it's meat on bun with cheese.
All right.
But yeah, their chicken is, in my opinion, definitely a little bit better.
So Whataburger, burger. We're going B, A.
Like
A
tier.
A tier.
Okay.
A tier's respectable. I don't know.
Barles Booner.
Can't really make a bad burger except for Sonic, I guess, and Gavin's
Yeah, I was gonna
eyes.
say Sonic. Sonic can definitely do it. They're like very consistent at that too. I'm just kidding, please. Satire, don't kill me, please.
Burger King.
Burger King. I can't remember the last time I got a Burger King.
Oh, I can.
Burger.
It was not a pleasant experience.
Really?
I don't know. I think Burger King is kind of like the same thing when it comes to Whataburger. Like their chicken, definitely a little bit better than their burgers.
Okay.
Now, their Impossible Whopper I have had, and I will say, yeah, it tastes exactly like the normal Whopper they have. But that chicken sandwich is...
That's true. But
That
we're talking about
sandwich
burgers.
is pretty good.
Honestly, I'd put Burger King in B tier as well with McDonald's.
Burger King goes to B.
Which, yeah, with Burger King, you get what you get. You go to Burger King, you get a burger, you know what to expect.
I like Burger King, but that's
Expect a
not the
burger.
part.
B tier is still good.
Culver's.
It's just no Wendy's.
Butterburger. What are we thinking?
Culver's Butterburger.
Culver's is expensive,
Oh, yeah.
but respectably expensive.
That
because
mushroom and Swiss is worth it.
I would, but every time I go to Culver's, I get chicken. So
Really?
yeah,
Do you even like burgers?
I like Wendy's burgers.
Is that like it?
The Wendy's burger is the best burger. Honestly, I put Culver's in A. That's mine. But if you guys think it deserves S,
I would say A tier. I would almost say, if anything, close to B tier, just because it's expensive as hell.
Yeah. That's the only
Like,
downside.
if price wasn't an issue, it'd be an A tier burger. Definitely.
Culver's A tier.
Yeah.
There's only one S tier burger in my mind on this list so far, so we'll keep going. No, we'll keep going. Carl's Jr.
I can't even remember the last time I had Carl's Jr.
I think it's like McDonald's kind of thing. Sometimes you get a good one. Sometimes they're just eh.
So we think B.
I would say like at the top of B tier. Carl's Jr.
Okay.
Carl's Jr. goes to B.
I get Carl's Jr.'s chicken. That's
God damn, dude! Why didn't we just do a chicken tier list?
Because they'd all be in S tier.
God.
Okay.
Now we know what to do freaking next week.
The long shot one, Dairy Queen burgers. If you're brave enough to get one,
it's fire. The burgers are pretty
I've never
good.
had it.
Their burgers are pretty good. Although I don't remember the last time I was like, gee whiz, I can't wait to get a burger. Let's go to Dairy Queen. Like,
so it's fire. Is that S?
I would
that
say
A?
it's an A tier.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's definitely
Wow.
like, if I had to choose between like McDonald's and Dairy Queen, definitely going to Dairy Queen.
Okay.
But also just because I want to.
Last one we have on the list so far is In-N-Out.
Trash.
So Gavin rates it as trash.
That is the S tier burger in my
Trash.
mind. They're so good.
I've never understood it.
I'd put it in A tier.
I had a picture perfect 3x3 the other day, and honestly, I was ready to die at that point. It was so good.
I'd put it in A tier. You know, just to
I can go with A tier.
Kind of compromise with Gavin calling it trash. We'll put it in A tier.
Compromise by calling it trash and calling it one of the better ones on the list.
Well, I wouldn't put it in S tier. I'd put it in A tier. I'd prefer a Wendy's burger over an In-N-Out burger.
For sure.
Okay, so we can go A.
Definitely would. I can get the Wendy's burger, come back, eat it by the time like anybody's even like gotten to the fucking drive-through window and ended out. That line is too long.
All right, so for the list, S tier, standing alone is Wendy's burgers.
Ooh.
Yep. That bacon
Rightfully
was
so.
pretty good.
Maybe I'll go there later tonight. Sounds pretty good, actually. A tier, Jack in the Box, Culver's, Dairy Queen, Whataburger, and In-N-Out.
That is a lot of
That
A
is
tier
a-
burger.
Yeah. B tier, we're going McDonald's, Burger King, Carl's Jr.
Wow.
That's
The, like biggest
that's-
burger places.
Shocking.
their company is it's pretty similar. McDonald's, Burger King, Carl's Jr. They could all be related. C tier, no C tier burgers, and then skipping down to D tier is Sonic.
Sonic
Rightfully so.
was the one that we forgot too.
Rightfully so. I wonder why we forgot it.
Oh man, everybody agree?
Yeah, and then
good,
we'll go ahead and post that later.
Nice. Make a little graphic. Cool.
Oh man.
We'll jump right into the movie of the week. Gavin, what movie did you watch this week?
For the first time ever.
Yeah.
For the first time ever. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yeah,
And-
first time ever. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a very long movie. It's part of a very old franchise, really, movie-wise at least. And I gotta say, I enjoyed it. The movie was a little too damn long, but I mean, I enjoyed it, all in all. Like, I would say 8 out of 10, would have been a 9 out of 10 if it wasn't for the ending being a little... The ending was a little
You're
too
so
fairy...
dumb.
It was a little too fairy tale
Well,
fashioned.
I think it needed to be too fairy tale fashion to stand alone as its own movie. And fair warning, there are spoilers, but the movie came out almost 20 years ago now.
If you're like me and you waited, your entire life to watch it, I guess you might want to skip this part. But
It needed to be a fairy tale ending so that it can stand alone as its own movie, but it still works well with the other two.
yeah, I mean, there's definitely like 4 other movies after that with like another one coming.
We'll get into that later.
But I just the Commodore like chased Sparrow the whole film was like getting Sparrow. I mean, I get he did have oh my god, I forgot her
Elizabeth.
fucking Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley.
I'll just call her that. The whole film he spent chasing after her or him, Captain Sparrow, and then at the end when they like, if anything, now is like the best chance they have at catching him. He's like, oh, we'll give him a day's head start or something like that. I was just like, what? They spent the whole movie chasing him, and now they're going to let him go?
He just got his heart broken, He doesn't think.
Will Turner was also just, like, let go. I assume maybe in the second movie he faces some sort of repercussions of that, but I haven't seen the second movie, so I can't say.
Yes.
But, I mean, assuming, like, if he doesn't, then what the hell?
He hasn't
Like,
seen the second movie, guys. Dead Man's Chest.
You plan on watching it soon?
Yeah. If anything, I might watch it either tonight or tomorrow. Nice. But, like, yeah, I don't know. They kind of interfered with an execution. Like, there was a lot of A lot of stuff going on that I was like, they really just let that go?
1, 2, and 3, all connected. So I look forward to you watching that. But The Curse of Black Pearl, amazing film.
8 out of 10 film.
8 out of 10?
Yep.
I'd have to say 9 out of 10, but I respect your 8 out of 10.
If the ending was a little bit more realistic and it wasn't like 2.5 hours, I would have said 9 out of 10. Probably closer to 10 out of 10 at that point.
Why is it such a problem that it's long?
Because it was just like, it's just, for me, I don't know if I have like a disease or something like that, but I just can't sit still for longer than like an hour and a half. Like over an hour and a half, I'm going to be like looking at my phone now. I'm going to be like, oh, what time is it? So when I do that, I look, God damn, I still have an hour left? Like, damn. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
But it has nothing to do with like the movie itself. Like, oh, this is just going on.
No, it's not like the movie dragged on or anything, but it was just like, eesh, I had to take like a break. Like I'd take like a 10-minute break, like an hour and a half in. Like 2 hours, I can do. Anything more than that, it's like I got to take a break at some point. So it's like watching Endgame. That was hard for me to do. Yeah. Luckily, the ending made up for it though.
Well, The Curse of Black Pearl, amazing introduction to the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy.
It's weird because it's not a trilogy.
Conversation is going roughly. Know you can depend on the right, the wrong, and the ugly.
And that goes right into our new segment. What makes a movie trilogy a trilogy?
All right,
I'll let you open it up.
Hey, let me open it up.
I'll let you open it up.
Gavin, this is something we've argued about forever, and now we're.
What have we not? Hold on. What have we not argued about forever? Real quick. I don't think there's a single goddamn topic.
That's what inspired this segment. All right, so a trilogy. Ready? A trilogy is 3 movies that tell one overarching story.
Okay.
3, not even 3 movies, it can be 3 of anything, 3 books, 3 movies, 3 forms of media that tell an overarching story. That's what a trilogy is. And the whole argument is it okay to say the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy when referring to the first 3 Pirates movie?
I don't think so.
It's
the first 3 movies. There is a total of 5 movies, and I believe there's one more in the works. I didn't really look that up.
When you refer to the Pirates of the Caribbean first 3 movies, do you say, oh, the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean
The first 3 movies were really good, but I heard the last 2 weren't that special.
Do you know why they weren't that good or that special? Because they had nothing to do with the original 3.
That doesn't mean that the first 3 is a trilogy. Like, they tell the same collective story, yes. Mm-hmm. But to call it a trilogy, that means it's got to... Like, for instance, Star Wars. It was marketed as different trilogies.
Don't do it.
So you're allowed to say, oh, the original trilogy or the prequel trilogy or the sequel trilogy. Like, but you can't just say, oh, I like the Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah, the original trilogy. That's
so you would say the original trilogy.
Nope. When you say I like the Star Wars trilogy, you're talking about the 77.
No, what?
Yes, you are.
What, did you just pull out of your ass? No.
That's the original.
That is not
default original trilogy.
No, you would call it the OG trilogy. I like the Star Wars OG trilogy. There are 3 trilogies in Star Wars. So for me...
And there's one trilogy in Pirates of the Caribbean.
What makes a movie trilogy a trilogy? Something that was planned from the start to be a trilogy and ends as a trilogy. If you want to have another story, like if the last 2...
ends as a trilogy,
so if the last,
then you can refer to Pirates of the Caribbean 4 and 5 as spin-off movies.
If they get their own... Are they telling the same story at the same time too? Or are they their own separate...
They're their own separate things.
I don't think so. Then I think Pirates of the Caribbean's a franchise.
Wait. Have you seen them?
No.
Okay, we'll revisit this for sure too after.
But I mean, I didn't think from what I've seen clips of a few of them. I know one of them involves like the Fountain of Youth and stuff, but I didn't think it didn't look that bad. I've seen some clips from it. It looked fine.
So
like not bad.
This is just getting into more stuff of it, but the reason Pirates of the Caribbean 4 and 5 are not nearly as good as the first 3 is because it shifts its focus to Jack Sparrow in those movies. They make Jack Sparrow the main character, when Jack Sparrow was written as a glorified side character. In the first 3 movies, the story does not revolve around him. It revolves around Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann. So when you take them out of the equation and give all of it to Jack Sparrow, who's supposed to be a supporting character, then it doesn't do as well as it did when he was a supporting character playing both sides. Putting him at front and center in 4 and 5 and making him the good guy the entire time kind of takes away from what made the first 3 special. I
mean, yeah, the first 3 are their own story, correct. However, to say that, oh, I like the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy, it doesn't sound correct because there's more movies than just 3.
Yeah, but when I say it,
so to say I like the Pirates of the Caribbean like franchise or the series, like the saga,
but I don't. I like the first 3 movies.
So then you would say, oh, what did you just say?
I like the first 3.
That's
movies.
what you would say. There you go.
Yeah, but when you ask me, so this all started up with what's your favorite trilogy, and me saying Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's not a trilogy. There's 5 total movies in that.
But I like the trilogy of the Pirates of the Caribbean that tell
like the first
same
3 movies
story.
of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I like Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy.
That's not what do you mean?
So that is an invalid answer on my favorite.
If you
trilogy.
say that, I'm going to say, do you mean the first 3 movies? Like,
I mean the trilogy.
It's more than a trilogy though. Like Lord of the Rings is a trilogy.
I think
only 3 movies, so that counts. Lord of the Rings is a trilogy. Hobbits don't count because The Hobbit's his own trilogy.
Okay, so in that case,
so let's talk about the books of Lord of the Rings then.
Okay,
are they considered a trilogy?
The books?
Yeah, they're 3 separate books, right?
Yeah, there's 3 separate books, and then there's the Hobbit or There and Back.
Hobbit's one book.
Yeah. So to call the Lord of the Rings, because the Hobbit's called There and Back Again, it's not called Lord of the Rings.
But the Hobbit's part of the story too.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like marketed as Lord of the Rings. It's the Hobbit. It's its own story, but I mean, yes, it is happening in the same timeline that Lord of the Rings does.
Fair.
So I mean, could it I would say Lord of the Rings trilogy is a book, is a thing, yes. Just because it's Lord of the Rings. If you look up the title, it's Lord of the Rings.
So the only issue with the Pirates of the Caribbean is that there's 2 other movies that are called Pirates of the Caribbean.
There's 2 other movies that
so the first 3 can't be its own trilogy?
So you're saying before the 4th one was released, I could refer to the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy as a trilogy all I want?
Yes.
But the second that 4th one's released, that has nothing to do with the first 3. It's
no, are those damn producers wanting more movies, ruining my trilogy?
Honestly, I see it as changeable. When I say, my favorite trilogy is the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy, and you say, you mean the first 3? I'll say yes, because that is considered a trilogy. But I know you're not going to sway on this no matter what.
The meat being like the story. Mm-hmm. Like Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, Elizabeth Swann. The story starts at 1, the Black Pearl, Curse of the Black Pearl, and then ends at the 3rd one, World's End. That whole story kind of starts and ends there.
Mm-hmm. If there were different,
that's the trilogy, air quotes, that we're looking at.
If there were different characters entirely in these other 2 pirates, I would say sure. But the fact that it's like the fact that Sparrow is still a reoccurring character, and I'm going to take your word and say Turner and Swan were not in these last 2.
Technically.
Pretty much Sparrow and one other are the only returning characters.
So these 2 movies are confirmed to not be canon to the Pirates of the Caribbean, quote unquote trilogy.
They're canon.
It's just like
it's like saying the Indiana Jones trilogy.
You were saying that I wouldn't call it. Well,
it's the same thing with Star Wars.
There's more than 3 fucking movies coming, but there's going to be a 4th one.
The 4th one already came out. Came out in 2008.
5th one. So then, why the hell would you call it a trilogy to begin with?
Because the trilogy came out.
Those all follow the same.
All
story.
in the 80s.
At the same time too.
Yeah, they came out at the same time.
Yeah, it was like marketed as a trilogy. Yeah,
Star Wars, the 70s trilogy. Then years later, the prequels trilogy. And then years later,
if it's marketed as a trilogy,
same thing with Pirates.
If it's done in that fashion,
early 2000s trilogy, and then years later they made one.
So
it came out 2001, 2004, 2006, or 7.
And these other 2 films have been confirmed that
they're not connected either.
They're not connected
to each other.
They're not connected to each other.
Like the story that movie tells is different than the story that the other movie tells.
The events that happened in the first 3 in this universe happened.
Yes, of course. It's the same universe.
So then definitely I would say that it doesn't count as a trilogy then, considering if it was like it's different universe, then I would probably go with you.
Okay, so then to Star Wars, Star Wars isn't trilogies. They're 9 movies.
I would call it a saga, but I mean you could refer to it as a trilogy if you wanted to.
But there's
like Pirates
6
of the Caribbean,
other movies.
Episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
You can break those down into trilogies.
You can break down the Pirates of the Caribbean into trilogy.
You can't because there's not enough. Maybe when the 6th one comes out, then when they make you can go ahead.
Are you serious? It's just this very trivial thing.
I think you're getting hung up on the numbers, and
I think if you had
think of it more as what story is.
I was under the impression that you had told me that 4 and 5 Pirates of the Caribbean, the 4th and 5th one. Mm-hmm. We're not part of the same universe as the first 3 happened.
No, they're the same. Jack Sparrow was the same exact Jack Sparrow in the first 3.
Yep, the events of Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann happened before the 4th one.
Correct.
So then I wouldn't. So
it's the story.
I would say then yes. After the 6th one comes out, you can say, do you like the first trilogy or do you like the second trilogy? Considering
just because of the number, even though the 6th one's probably not going to be
the same flow of events are happening.
But there's no second trilogy. There's just connected. 3 other movies.
The movies aren't connected, but they're still flowing in one ultimate timeline. Just like the Star Wars timeline is, too.
So you can't call Star Wars trilogies, then?
You can.
Using your logic, you can't.
No, you can. Like, you can't call Pirates of the Caribbean trilogies just yet because the 6th one's not out.
That's so dumb.
Okay.
So, in the 5th Pirates...
We know who's right, wrong, and ugly.
Well, we're going to post this on our Twitter, and
cool.
Go ahead and vote with who you agree with and what your opinions are.
You either look at it as the numbers or you look at it as what story is being told.
Yeah.
That's the thing here.
All right.
We'll go right into a movie trivia game. I got my opening here ready for you guys. So I don't know about the name yet. I mentioned it to you guys. I'm thinking movie magic. Kind of bland, but anyway.
Let us know what you think.
Give me some suggestions.
Oh, no, on the name.
Movie magic sounds movie magic Mike, whatever. We can play with it.
Magic Mike?
I'm flexible.
Now I'm interested.
So, welcome to Movie Magic, a trivia game to test your skills as a movie buff. I will say a quote from a popular movie, and Ethan and Gavin will have to correctly identify the movie and the character the quote is from for a point each. So you get the movie, 1 point. You get the character who said it in the movie, not the actor, another point.
Okay.
First to 10 points wins. All right?
Okay.
All right.
So who wants to go first?
Gavin, you can go first. By all means, you go first.
What a gracious guy.
Yeah.
All right. Gavin, you're up first. Okay. The quote is, I am so romantic, sometimes I think I should just marry myself.
Shit! I know that one.
Is that a movie?
These are all movies, not TV shows.
Yeah. Eden, you want to go first?
No, you can go first, by all means.
Damn it.
We'll go back and forth. One question to another question to another question.
Oh, my God. Give me a hint. Please.
What's the ruling on hints? What are we going to do?
We can do max 2 hints.
2 hints. Oh, man.
All right. Give me the movie name and the year it came out.
Gotta come up with the easy hints now. Kids movie, I guess, technically.
That means Disney or something? Oh, I shouldn't know.
Yeah, close, sure.
DreamWorks.
In the realm.
Oh, was it Shrek?
Yeah, close.
God
That's
damn
close.
How many guesses do we get? Just one guess?
I'd say just one.
Okay.
Oh.
That is incorrect. The quote is, I am so romantic, sometimes I think I should just marry myself. And that is from Monsters, Inc. Mike Wazowski.
Totally forgot that
knew it. I was like, I knew it was an animated movie.
All right.
I haven't seen that forever.
Ethan, you're up next. That's still, 0-0.
I hate this game.
I'll keep track.
This game sucks.
All right. Ethan, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.
Oh, crap. It says it in an English accent, right?
Sure. Wow, this is
Dude,
not
people
going
that know
as
these
I
movies
thought
are
it
going to
would
be
go.
pissed.
I
They're
know,
gonna be
dude.
seething every time because we don't know shit.
I'm on the spot. I can make movie quotes up all day, but the second you tell me one, it's hard.
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.
All right.
You get a
Line. Hint.
Yeah.
Actor
name and movie.
Trilogy.
All we have to do.
Oh, is it Pirates? Was it in the Pirates of the Caribbean?
No. Not your turn, Gavin.
Trilogy. Damn. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time that's given to us.
Since I gave Gavin just one hint, I'll give you this one just one hint. No?
No, I'm going to have to.
Oh, man. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. That is from Fellowship of the Ring.
Damn. You knew that?
Gandalf.
I thought it was Frodo, though, for some reason. I don't know why.
I've
would
only
not have
seen
gotten
him.
the same
I've only
character.
seen the trilogy
All right.
once, and that was a year ago.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting you only watched that once.
Let me get some easy ones. We'll get the ball rolling. Gavin.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, I thought these were easy ones too. Gavin, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
What?
Oh my!
I got that one. Can I steal it?
Maybe we should.
I think we should do steals.
We'll go for a steal.
Steal?
Steal.
I'm going to go with Ice Age. Just kidding.
I was going to say, please.
Is that a real answer?
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Dude, I don't even know that one.
Are you serious?
I'm blinking. I'm on the spot.
Okay.
There's thousands and millions of people watching.
Gavin, hint.
All right, no stealing then if he's
It's
giving me.
Arnold.
Oh.
Arnold as in like
Schwartz.
I know this one.
what kills the dinosaurs.
The Ice Age. Dude, I can't even say what
All I think of is fucking Turbo Time or Jingle All the Way or some shit.
That is incorrect.
Kindergarten Cop.
No.
Is it Terminator? No.
Terminator?
This is a horrible segment. You guys are making me mad.
Oh my god.
Maybe we
What
should-
killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. That's from Batman and Robin as Arnold
Oh
as
my
Mr.
God.
Freeze.
Oh my
Oh, 'cause
goodness.
he's ice.
Are you kidding me?
Have you?
I haven't seen
all
that
these
damn
movies.
movie.
Are you serious?
I highly recommend nobody watch that goddamn movie.
It's a
What killed
horrible
the
but a
dinosaurs?
great movie.
The Ice
The fact that Arnold is Mr. Freeze is not a good idea.
Amazing.
Best
Is
casting
that the
ever.
fucking, is that Val Kilmer Batman or
It's George
That's
Clooney.
George Clooney with
yeah.
the big nipples.
Yep.
Gotta protect him.
Okay. Let's see if I have another easy one. Oh,
I think we should just lower the points
I
because
think we should go first to
We'll
five.
go first to five for this first one. since
First
you
to
guys-
five?
So
Damn,
sorry.
we're gonna
I'm
be here
so
forever.
sorry anybody had to hear this.
Oh man. Okay. Ethan,
Yeah.
yours. Let me find an easy one.
Damn, why couldn't I get the one? Damn it.
May the force be with you. What's that from, Ethan?
I want to go
Psych.
with
No.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Which one?
Okay, you should at least get 1 point from this. Hopefully.
Okay.
Quote is, when you're down and low, lower than the floor,
The
you
pacifier.
feel like you ain't got a chance. Bum, bum. That is correct.
Pacifier,
Can you say the character who said it?
Shane.
I'll take that. Do you know the last name? I didn't know the last
Shane.
name.
Shane.
That's
Ah.
a badass name, too.
Shane. I don't know.
Shane Wolf.
Shane Wolf. I remember.
Vin
gosh.
Diesel as
Yeah.
Shane Wolf in the pacifier.
Cool.
I will give
Is
you.
that the
I'll
movie
give
where
you
he,
2
like,
points.
babysits?
You said
Yeah.
Shane.
All
I
those
wouldn't.
people.
I wouldn't have guessed Shane from that. So you get 2 points. Two
Cool.
to Gavin's null.
Yeah.
I
Suck
was
it,
warming
Gavin.
up.
All right. Gavin,
Yes, sir.
your quote is: "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why they call it the present."
Fucking Master Oogway, Kung Fu Panda.
There we go. 2
Let's
points
go.
to Gavin.
Let's go. Gavin
All
loves
right.
I shouldn't high five you.
Stumbled out of the gate, and you guys are off to the races now. Ethan, back to you. 2-2.
I love this game.
And your quote is, a 5-year plan. What is it? Don't die?
5-year plan. What is it? Oh gosh, I know this one. 5-year plan. What is it? Don't die. Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna use my second hint.
You're going to hate yourself after
Yeah,
this.
I know because it sounds so familiar.
I'll give you a big one, I think.
Big one.
It's a Happy Madison movie.
5-year plan. What is it?
Oh.
Don't die.
Can I?
5-year plan. What is it? Don't die.
Do we want to do steals?
Okay.
Do we want to allow steals?
If
What?
he,
He
if
was
he
allowed
can,
to steal mine.
if he can guess it before I can, then I think
it was
that's
Click.
actually
Was it Click or not?
That is not correct.
a 5-year plan. What is it? Don't die. Is it Billy Madison?
That is incorrect. A 5-year plan. What is it? Don't die is from Big Daddy.
I heard David Madison.
Who
like
says
was
it?
Adam
In
Sandler.
what context?
Sunny. And then he
Yeah.
goes to his girlfriend's house, and the old guy comes out
Oh
of the
yeah,
bathroom.
yeah. Okay.
I thought you
5-year
were
plan.
sleeping with my girl.
I am.
I am.
Okay. That's a good one. Damn. I
right.
am mad that I didn't get that.
2-2. Still tied. We'll say, Gavin, you get... The quote is, there's only 2 things I hate in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
Why does that sound so familiar? Oh my gosh.
This is in a British accent,
I figured.
if that helps.
Can I get a hint?
I feel like that was a hint. Part of a trilogy. Oh, wow.
Part of a trilogy.
The 3rd movie of its trilogy. Comedy. That's a lot of hints right there.
Trilogy comedy.
Is it Austin Powers?
Is it?
I have to guess the right
full
one?
movie? I just gave you the
Oh.
right one. I said it's the 3rd movie.
I don't
know which
remember.
one it is.
Was that the spy that shagged me?
Yo, I'm gonna steal this.
I'm gonna assume. Hold on. I'm gonna
I'll give
assume
you a
it's
point.
Austin Powers.
I'll give you a point.
Okay.
I'll give you a
point.
point for getting the movie. It's Goldmember.
Yeah.
Gold member. God, I was like, what? I don't
I
know
love
the
those movies.
And it was actually his father, Nigel Powers, who was saying that's a Goldmember. I'll give you a point, Gavin. You're
Michael
up.
Caine.
Let's go.
All right, Gavin, you're up 3-2. We're doing first to 5 now since you guys are
Gee,
garbage.
Gavin can take it next
Damn, Ethan,
round.
you suck.
Man.
You didn't know
Okay.
Gold member?
I'll give you a layup, Ethan. If you get the movie, you should probably get the character.
I should.
Quote is, kids today, so desensitized by movies and television. What do you want?
Oh, was that it?
That's it.
Damn. Kids. Oh my gosh. You know that's.
Want me to give you a little character to spice it up?
Yeah, give it to
Kids today, so desensitized by movies and television. What do you want?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm blanking.
my gosh.
Sorry. Sorry, disappoint.
It's a fourth wall break.
Oh, it's
How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Grinch.
There we
Damn
go.
it.
That's 2 points to Gavin for the win. 5 points. 5-2.
Damn it.
Jeez, that was rough. I had
That was rough.
That was like the best game I've ever heard of.
I have a ton of quotes.
I'm glad. Yeah, that's
All right,
I was gonna say, when you did the character, I was like, why does that sound familiar?
We'll save it for next.
kids today. That's
Maybe
a good one.
I'll get the
I wanted to say the
clips.
mask.
Is that when he's like on the mountain or whatever, and they like knocked at his door or something like that?
It's when Cindy Lou goes into his thing and he's trying to scare her. Like,
Oh, that's right.
and she doesn't.
She's
Just
fascinated
laughing
by
at
him.
him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why. Wow. That was
Ethan,
rough.
what the heck, dude?
That was the worst thing ever. I'm sorry. Let's just jump right into the next game. Hopefully, fix our
Yeah, we got another game.
our
lined up.
embarrassment.
We'll go. It's similar to what we did last time.
Wait, hold on. Gavin, if they made a fourth Kung Fu Panda movie,
Yes.
would you still refer to the original three as a trilogy?
I wouldn't call it the Kung Fu Panda trilogy.
Gosh, that's so horrible. All right, let's
Why
keep
would I
going.
call it a trilogy? There's 4 movies. Now, I heard that they're actually trying to make 6, so I would say there's 2 trilogies.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Never. Okay. Would you
Trilogy's a
rather?
collection of 3
We'll
movies.
go, would you rather? Where we did the space station and the button question, we're bringing it back, but this time in a form of rapid fire questions, where I just say, "Would you rather this? Would you rather that?" And we see where you guys stand, where you agree, where you disagree. Are we ready? I kind of kept the Pirates theme in mind when we were talking about what we were doing. So,
Yes, I'd rather be a pirate.
first one we'll run through. Would you rather know exactly when you will die, or know exactly how you will die?
Yarg.
Want to take this first, Gavin?
Very piratey. I'd rather know how I die.
Ethan?
If it's guaranteed when I die.
What do you mean if
If it's guaranteed.
guaranteed?
Like if like if I know when
That's
I die,
when you're gonna die.
yeah, if it's like, oh, you're gonna die at this date, this time,
Well, wouldn't you want
am I invincible until then?
Well, wouldn't you
Yeah,
want to?
you could. I mean, you could assume.
Wouldn't you want to know how you die,
Wow.
so you could just avoid what it was that would have killed you?
Well, if I know when I die, that's when I'm gonna die.
I mean,
I don't
guess
think I
it
can change that.
Depends on how broad how you die is. If you die in a car accident,
I'd say
Exactly.
you wouldn't be able to change that. That's when you're dying.
Damn, then I'm invincible.
In a sense.
Cool. I choose when I die.
All right, next one. Would you rather have a hook for a hand or a peg leg?
Peg leg, please.
peg leg.
Oh, okay. You guys really
Yep.
want your phalanges, don't you?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Would you rather be a pirate or be a knight?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say cowboy, but a pirate would.
No, I'd say cowboy or alien.
Oh, okay. I'd probably. That's a hard one. A knight. A knight in what era?
Crusade.
Imagine
Height.
the era that knights existed.
Well,
I would
obviously, but like
What the fuck do you mean, obviously?
well,
Why do
that's
you
like
ask
very
that?
broad. There's knights today,
think
Gavin.
the coolest knight you could think of, or the coolest pirate you could think of.
I definitely wouldn't want to be a pirate.
I'd want to be a knight.
Are we going like realistic pirate and knight, or are we going like movie like version of a knight?
The
and pirate?
coolest version of each.
It's the coolest version of each because I was like, both were
You don't get scurvy.
okay.
Oh, then I'm sold on pirates. I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's a hard. Honestly, I don't want to be a knight, to be honest. Maybe or a pirate.
You'd be invincible if you were a knight.
You get a sword either way.
Practically.
I get a sword either way. You're right. You know what? Honestly, I'd go with knight.
I was gonna say I get a whole thing of plate armor and a horse,
A nobleman.
and I'm a noble.
Exactly.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
God's favor.
literally living on recruit difficulty.
All right. Would you
Except for
rather?
when I gotta go die in a battle.
Would you rather be a master of one or a jack of all trades?
What are we mastering here? Like,
Any one thing.
Any one thing, like a master, like the best of the best in the West.
You want to master being a carpenter? You do that. But
so
everything else you
master
just-
one
There's only one
talent or be
carpenter.
like somewhat decent at many different things.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the saying goes that the jack of all trades better.
That is the saying.
I would probably rather be the jack of all trades.
They say the jack of the trades is master of none.
Ooh.
But he's better than a master of one.
All right. You know what? Let's bring some balance to this. I'll be master of one. You know?
What's the one thing you would master?
Poetry.
Such a way with words.
I didn't say that. The one thing I would master, I don't know,
But you picked it.
sword fight.
Sword
So you
fighting?
should be a knight? Let's go.
Master swordsman. That'd be awesome.
All right,
would be
we'll
pretty
do,
cool.
we'll do one more. Would you rather only be able to speak to men, always, or only be able to speak to women? Like physically, you can't utter a word to the opposite.
But I could like sign language to them.
No, you can't communicate. You can't speak.
Can't communicate at all.
You can't speak. I guess if you want to learn sign language just to talk to men or women, then sure, go
Shit.
for it. But speak.
That's hard.
I don't know. Both has their ups and downs.
Exactly.
Like not like you're awkward around one of them.
Yeah.
But like you can't physically speak.
Okay. I'd probably.
I feel like not being able to speak in general would probably help me
Yeah.
out a lot more.
If I wouldn't be able to talk to men, I wouldn't be able to have this podcast.
Shout out to all the women out there.
Shout out to all the women out there.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I would go with just speak to men.
I feel like
You
I
know?
would rather be only able to speak to women.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Half the people I work with, more than half the people I work with are women.
I sacrificed speaking to women so I could speak to you, but if you can't speak to me, what's the point, Gavin?
Well, at least I can hear you at least.
Can you speak to women now?
No. I choose not to.
All right. That concludes the Would You Rather segment. Kind of a rocky start to the movie trivia, but Would You Rather really brought it home.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's a good thing, too. It's a good thing, too.
People would definitely be mad about that movie trivia.
All right, we'll go right into New Year's is coming up here, a couple days. So
Pog.
you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Anything you're thinking about changing in 2022?
Oof.
We know you're perfect, Gavin, but if there's one thing,
There's one thing.
just one.
Only one. That's hard to think. I'd probably try to devote a lot more time in getting homework done faster, rather than just waiting 20 minutes before it's due. So definitely like time management, would be mine.
Damn. It's a good one. I don't know. I've never been a resolution kind of guy.
No,
No, have you? Have you done like resolutions every year, or how serious do you take them?
I don't really take them that seriously, but I mean, depends on what my resolution is. Most of the time, I don't pick one, but
Yeah.
a lot of the times it's like, try to like watch a movie every day, or try to watch
Okay.
like 3 movies a week or something like that. Something stupid like that, yeah. But
Yeah.
like, I don't think I've ever made one where it was like, oh, I got to go to the gym like every day and or eat healthier. Not seriously, at least.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been big on resolutions because the whole trope is you break them the second week of the new year. So
Yeah, especially that gym one. But I mean,
funny.
waiting to go to the gym is definitely annoying because I can't go to the gym in January because it's always full.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's a downside to New Year. This is why I hate New Year's, because I can't go to the gym in January.
If I had to pick one resolution, I guess it would be, I don't know, to learn more activities, learn more skills, devote some time where I'm wasting time to do something productive, I guess.
So like time management and stuff.
I guess, yeah, but more broad, like, let's learn how to do some obscure skill, like fencing and sword fighting.
That would be pretty cool. I think this year I might try to learn Spanish. It's a cool language. It's a very cool language.
¿Dónde está mi perro?
Ayúdame.
That's cool. Yeah, New Year's coming up, 2022. I think they should stop making those glasses.
Oh, the
glasses
the
with the
glasses
ears on.
where they're a year or whatever.
Yeah.
That probably nobody wears them aside from those 2-day time period,
Well, of course.
like New Year's
That's what they're
Eve.
sold. They're so dumb. They should have stopped wearing them in
Great
2009.
marketing plan, though. Just saying.
I bet they didn't exist in 1999.
1999.
I bet they didn't exist before 2000, where there was.
That's probably why they exist.
Yeah, but they should have stopped them. They frustrate me. Very passionate about that. All right.
So, I was totally prepared for this. The fun fact of the week that I'm giving you guys kind of led me into a different conversation. But did you guys know that a snail can sleep for up to 3 years?
It can sleep for 3 years, so it's like hibernating.
Like, I don't know if that's hibernation
Like
or
oversleep?
sleep.
Really?
That's a different kind of late
What
for
the
words.
hell?
So you know the thing of like the immortal snail chasing you or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally makes sense now.
He just sleeps for 3 years. This immortal snail, does it need sleep? I would assume.
I would
not.
assume not,
Yeah.
but it
What's
just
gonna do,
it
die
fits
of
with the
sleep
theme.
Yeah,
deprivation?
that's funny.
Yeah, so I totally have that on hand, but for sure.
So, did they ever do anything like that in SpongeBob? I feel like that'd be a killer
I don't know. I feel like
episode.
Gary was always a lazy piece of shit.
Oh, hey,
Just ate it on
hey, man. Uncalled
All this
for.
man did was sleep and eat
And meow.
and meow. That was it. This man didn't do anything outside of that.
Damn.
He's a cat.
I thought it was a snail,
He says meow.
which is weird. Why? What sound does a snail make?
Meow.
Snails meow. Have you seen SpongeBob?
My goodness.
Quite a few times, yes, I have.
All right, Gavin. Go ahead and give it to us.
What's the song we're listening to this week?
Song of the week is going to be Just What I Needed by The Cars. It's a nice rock band from the late 70s.
What is it? What is it that you needed, Gavin?
I don't think we could fit that into the podcast of everything that I needed. A lot of things.
All right.
Oh, man. Time flew by.
Time did fly by.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Social
Wow.
medias? What do we got? What do we have officially right now?
What do we have
At the
officially at the moment
Or
right now?
when we go live?
So be sure to follow us on Twitter at OEF_white noise and at One Eyed Fits. So both of those were that's us at OEF_white noise. And subscribe to us on YouTube at One Eyed Fits, where you can find the audio of this podcast. We're also on Spotify, Anchor, and coming soon to Apple Podcasts. We're still working on that, trying to figure all that out. Please leave a comment of your thoughts, and the tier list and polls of the questions and debates will be posted on our Twitter at OEF_white noise. So go give us a follow and vote the right, the wrong, and the ugly this week, as well as any of the would you rathers that we might put up there. If you have any suggestions for topics moving on, feel free to post them there or down in the comments on YouTube. And yeah, that's where you can find us as of right now.
Cool. All right.
Like,
It's
follow,
gonna be
and subscribe.
the second episode, but the last one of the year.
Yeah, that's crazy. This year flew by fast.
I'll see you guys next year.
See you next year. I hate that. That's another thing I hate. I hate that. See you next year. Or I can understand the see you next year. Yeah, that's cool. But I haven't seen you since last year.
I remember last year like it was
Which one's worse? We're going to do that in the Twitter too. Which one is worse to hear? Is see you next year or I haven't seen you last year?
Oh, man.
My
I don't
vote
know.
is I haven't seen you last year.
Yeah. Maybe. They're both equally snarky. You know, the person's got a shit-eating grin
Yeah.
when they're saying it to you.
Yo, they just thought, they're like, oh, this is the funniest thing I just thought of. So original. It's like, oh, it's like, and then even worse than that is, oh, it's been so long since I've seen you, like last year. It's like, no, it was still 2 days ago.
I'm going to fucking strangle you.
You're right, but you're...
Last year is not equivalent to 1 year ago. I think that's what they get. Wow. All right. Well, why don't you close us out, Gavin?
Okay, I will. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Make sure you feel free to join us in for next week when we watch to see how many crackheads Ethan can take on in California before he is overwhelmed and or apprehended by the police.